vibrating seats and get to come back.
Oh, I needed to send Craig the link again, you said?
Seat like that, I swear to God.
Thank you.
I believe you. And then my mom, they do.
I was off.
Oh.
No, they have, we go to bike runs.
Okay,
Oh, I needed to.
we are
send
recording
her
a
the
live
link
again,
again.
you said?
Thank you.
I was off.
Oh, what was it we had to do last time? Because this, you got, okay.
We are.
There you go. Okay.
It's all true too.
Let me go down here and Zoom, because that one is less confusing to us. So it is live streaming to YouTube, but so we are at this point, thank you so much. We are live streaming, so everybody remember.
So,
She has to point at me.
so Fred, everyone would be nice.
Okay, and actually, let me switch chairs. Rudy, are you ready to be done with this?
It's cool until friends on
Margaret, she's going to. Margie said she would be logging on to Zoom, and so should Craig. But I don't see either one of them trying to come in yet.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Did you learn that in college?
Counting 3.
Yes.
I did. I went to Easter. It was great. I'll tell you later. The chickens were hiding the eggs.
Well,
Okay, Paul, we are live. We are streaming, and you have quorum.
Okay, at 4:48, I call this meeting to order and read the mission statement. Our mission, the New America School New Mexico works as an educational community to empower and acknowledge the uniqueness of every learner by creating an individualized pathway to educational and social success. Next, we have the recognition of December graduates.
Okay. Mr. President and governing council members, we have 2 students who completed in December. And so at this time, I would like to say that the 2 students have met all requirements that the state of New Mexico required from a diploma. Therefore, they are now ready to graduate. Yay! Maricela Ruby Delgado. Rubiana, come get it. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
And our other graduate is not here this evening, but for the record, it is Alicia Jolie Sanchez, and she will receive this tomorrow. We also had multiple students who were close to completing but have chosen to continue in dual credit or CPC classes. They are being recognized tonight at the scholarship event.
Okay,
Okay,
so they're working on college credits,
they are.
so that they're a little bit ahead once
Yes.
they move to the next step.
They are, so they're a little bit more prepared, and in the meantime, letting the school pay for their classes.
Nice.
Yes. Let me get in here. And then Ruby is ready to go on. Ruby, do you want to say anything? You're live streaming to YouTube right now. Hi, Craig. No?
I'm here finally. Go
Well,
figure.
We've just graduated 2 students, and Ruby, will you be coming back to walk officially across the stage in May?
Come on.
Do it.
Do it. You might walk across the stage.
No big high
Everyone
heels.
will be
It's an
there.
important ceremony.
Take the pictures.
That's right. Everyone will see you.
You don't have to, but if you want to, we'd love to have you there.
Sure.
And we're gonna harass you about it starting about 3 weeks before graduation.
Let me
Okay.
get to your Yeah.
Yes, cap and gown, tassel, all the things. All right, and Ruby, if you decide not to, but you still want the tassel, just make sure you let us know so we can get that for you. Okay, there is Susan. All right, Ruby, you don't have to stay.
Okay,
You can go.
thank you guys. so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, good job, good job, good
Thank
job.
you.
I just had to officially. Oh, let's go.
Make sure and make sure and call.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's okay.
That's good.
We just got started. Ruby just graduated. Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New
Thank
Year,
you.
Susan.
Thank you, you too.
Take care. You too. Oh, thank you. All right.
Next, moving on to the action items, can I get a motion to approve the agenda, please?
So moved.
Moved by Fred, seconded by Anthony, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I,
It's approved, thank you. Next, can I get a motion to approve the minutes of our last meeting, December 11th?
So moved.
Second by Fred, second by Anthony, all in favor, say aye.
There's no this now.
Aye.
Moving through.
It's approved. Next, we have the financials, and, but I don't think we have any bars, right?
We have no bars this evening. And the financials tonight are being presented by Mike Beasley.
Thank you guys for, excuse me, I'm actually congestion as the weather got colder, but, that stayed a little far away from me. Sort of the reason I'm here is because, thinking about maybe a little bit of transition as far as business management is concerned. Trying to find a little better fit when it comes to, the individual that's doing the day-to-day. And we've identified that individual, both with, Tricia and Mr. Cook, so hopefully that's a little bit better fit, and I'll be here for that transition. I don't plan on going anywhere. I've always been around.
Sure, we told me.
I might have to, but, we'll see how it goes. But essentially, we went over the financial reports. They are reconciled through December 31st. So that's halfway through your fiscal year. And on the revenue side, you do have, plenty of cash coming through, and that is proved through the entire report itself. We did identify several areas where there may be encumbrances that need to be reduced in order to better reflect where you at on the budget. And I'll just mention a few. One is audit. We've already paid out over $20,000 for audit, but there's an encumbrance for another $25,000. Doesn't necessarily make sense unless you would have some sort of independent review or something of that nature. Another area that we had talked about was for security. Looking at page 3, so that encumbrance of $25,000 we don't think is going to come to fruition. And then looking at the other contract services down on page 4 is somewhere that we need to identify as is that encumbrance really going to be true throughout the rest of the year, or is it something that we need to adjust as well? At the end of the day, and as I told the finance committee itself, the school is still sitting in a positive financial position. And that's my understanding, just looking at it, on the last few days, essentially. And of course, there's going to be work to do. There's areas like Idea B that are being unspent at this point that need to be spent. There's going to be areas like Title III and Title II, again, that are going to need to be spent. Title I CSI, we've talked about, there's probably going to have to be a bar, maybe some justification with PED, and maybe even application adjustments with PED. That is something that business managers can't necessarily do, but we can work with the school to help make happen. CT, again, not being used, and also some special capital outlay. But we do know that there's a lot of capital funds that exist. So the school is going to be still sitting healthy. And one thing that we did discuss was the utilization of capital funds for the purchase of you know, the LPA and things of that nature to help free up operational funds. So you have the ability to do such things, it's gonna free up hundreds of thousands of operational dollars. So just keep that in mind. But if we are just really looking at the now, through December, there was $276,000 of deposits, where there was only $240,000 of withdrawals. So you're still in a pop when it comes to the cash flow itself. We did also look at a couple of areas like Elite Restoration Holdings. I'm not sure what that is, but we're told that that should probably be closed
That's
out.
the service master custodial.
Okay,
Paul, can you resend the Zoom link to Margie?
and we also looked at something that was problematic was the purchasing totals by vendor report. I think it was a copy and paste error where it's looking like you pay 90 grand to Marathon Janitorial. Doesn't exist for the school. So just a few things that we're gonna have to clean up. And again, with the new business manager that'll be aligned with the school, I will be working closely with to make sure that those errors don't happen when it comes to reporting in the future. At the end of the day, your bank recon does balance to the penny at just under 3.2 million. Unrestricted being 860,000, with the restricted again being capital funds at about 2.34 million. Balance sheet. That there is, you know, a little over 880,000 in your operational fund, so that is still strong. But one thing I did want to point out, not only in the finance committee, but in the open meeting, is that there has been a net decrease of about $49,000. So just keep that in mind that the school is currently digging into fund balance, and you know, obviously that's not going to be something that you can do indefinitely. Eventually that's going to go away, and either enrollment has to increase or something has to change. But I do think the school does have plans as far as that goes. But overall, again, you still have over $3 million of overall funds. So we will be able to operate for an indefinite amount of time as far as I'm concerned. Last thing I'll say is that we do know that there is changes coming to the SEG. Some that might help, some that might hurt. So we just have to have a very, very strong plan as far as budget planning is concerned. And I think we need to start sooner than we normally do.
I agree.
And then no bars, so no action items that I have to present, but I do stand for questions, and yeah, I think you know, you're in a good position, but you have work to do.
Is the new person that we're bringing on, or you're bringing on, experience?
So
Training.
he has a year under his belt, but he has been working with a very difficult school down in Carlsbad. So he has been seasoned, I think. Very, but he's only he's only had the one school, but the good thing is that they have been very happy with him. They are not underwater. I honestly didn't know how long they could last. And you can look them up,
Yeah.
Jefferson Montessori Academy.
Sorry.
Montessori.
They are they're very much so in the Carlsbad paper down there. So
Yes.
it's gonna be very public, whatever you want to read about them. Very difficult to deal with. I dealt with them personally for probably a year, and